Mr. Glass, and welcome to GLASSHouse.
Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. Spitting knowledge about the games we play every day. At the same time, ball up on your fools on 2K. Dead or alive, I don't see the beat. Sick with the shot. You don't know if I'm LeBron or Master Chief. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. That's why I shine brighter than the sun with 4 halos. Making dark souls wanna run and go lay low. These games bring out the best of me. Against me, you already know. Failure is your destiny. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now.
Yes.
Wait a minute now.
Boom.
Wait a minute now.
Locka.
That's my boy Jason, my boy D-Ray getting together. Let's get together, y'all. Come on now. Bro.
Boom. Let's go.
Bro. All right, I'm fired up, bro.
Go.
We finna have a good show. We finna have a good show, y'all.
Dizzy,
All right,
are you,
ladies and gentlemen.
Dizzy, are you mute? Is she
I am
mute?
muted. I'm losing my mind. I'm just like when the lyrics cut in, I'm like, oh my god, he did the song, and then I saw Baku go up there. I just lost my shit, man.
Oh,
Like,
oh my goodness, man. Oh my
I'm so
goodness.
sorry. I had chills. That was amazing. I will 100%
go.
once the stream is over, go back and re-listen to that intro multiple times.
Okay, so this has been a long-running thing on this podcast where we say the previous theme was the greatest theme in podcast history. Somehow, it just went up a notch.
Didn't know there was a notch
man.
available.
That was amazing. Oh my god, Jason.
Hey,
Bro.
really quick. Let's do these intros and then we're gonna get into the theme. Go ahead and do the intro, Glass.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Vic, aka Mr. Glass. I'm with my man, the V, my boy D-Ray, and my girl Dizzy, and we are officially on the GLASSHouse Podcast, y'all. We appreciate y'all for coming through.
What
Holy crap.
it is, what it is.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even.
They
I
size
can't
in the
even
building
function.
too, bruh. You put it down for me, dog.
I can't even function. Like in my head, like I'm always like at the start, I'm like, okay, we should probably do this, and I'm gonna remember to bring up. No, my brain is broken now. That was just too fucking awesome.
we broke Dizzy.
Dog.
That was just like I didn't remember to unmute my mic. We came in here and I was just like hollering, and you guys couldn't hear a word what I was saying.
I'm gonna let
Bro.
you know. I'm sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, D-Ray.
No, you go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna let you know when Jay Saw sent it to me because I knew he was going to the studio and he's like, the first song I'm gonna do is the theme. So I'm like, cool. And I completely forgot it. And then I get the email Jay Saw. I'm like, oh. And I keep hey, dude.
Did you keep that like you kept that secret? Because I don't remember seeing anything about that in our chat at
Me
all.
neither.
Like, you just
We had a
completely-
conversation Saturday.
Should we?
And Troy and I was like, should we do it? And he's like, nah. And Troy was like, I got a plan. I'm just gonna drop it on him. Right?
Consider it dropped.
Bro.
Oh my god, that
And
was.
I'm gonna tell you, I searched high and low to piece that doggone thing together the way it was, and let me tell you,
Hey, appreciate that freaking night.
thank you, man. It was an honor to put that together. Trust
Oh my
and
God.
believe.
Bro. Listen, you put the Street Fighter 6 in there too, bro. Woo! Yeah, bro. Okay.
I saw that. I saw like the Master Chief going to town.
Yeah,
There's like
dude.
Bakugo exploding. There's the Kamehameha. Oh man! And then the lyrics. I was.
It's like all my favorite stuff. Master, like, bro.
those lyrics. That I'm.
Okay, so
Hey,
before
now that
we
makes-
get
Now, Glass, now it makes sense when I.
Now it makes sense. Now
what I
I
was
see
saying.
it. I see it coming now. All right, so listen. This is what we got to do. We got to break this down now. How did this happen? How did this come about?
Well, you start, D-Ray. Go ahead.
Yeah. So of course, we have been talking about this for the past couple of weeks, and originally, I think it was about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, he was going in the studio, and I couldn't get him to track quick enough, right? Because I was out and I wasn't near my computer or whatever. So he was actually going to do it about a month or so ago, and as luck would have it, he went into the studio this past weekend and just wreaked havoc.
Wow.
He wreaked havoc, and I can't reveal the other things that he's up to. But when you hear it, we might talk about that off camera.
I'm looking forward to it. I am a fan. I am like 100% a J-Saw fan.
I'm not opposed to sharing off camera.
Yeah,
just because of who they are.
Yeah.
And the after party.
And J-Saw. Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yo, you definitely put that together so well, bro. Like,
Thank you.
it's like I said, it was like all of my favorite stuff all mashed into the song. And now it makes sense because J-Saw says that he asked the Veep, who's been my man for like 20 years, what my favorite stuff was. And my man remembered for me and put it all up in there, dog.
I was so...
Yeah, it was the chef's kiss. Like, it was just perfect, bro.
I'm telling you now.
What's up, my comment? How you doing today, big dog?
What up? What up?
All right, so
now, when you hear the other project, oh boy.
And when we tell you who the other project's gonna be with,
oh boy.
No, J-Saw, I am a fan.
Bro, can we get that on Spotify somehow?
You know what? We could talk about
I'm
that.
not opposed to that. Yeah,
I'm not opposed to that.
I
either.
feel like that needs to be on Spotify somehow.
But however, like you give me like iTunes, you can Spotify.
I need to make.
Like,
I need to put that on my
I'm gonna go put that in my car and go.
I got a radical idea. Y'all want to hear it one more time?
One more again.
Let's go. Let's go.
One more again. Here we go. This is my man J-Saw, and this is the GLASSHouse theme.
Yo, this is Mr. Glass, and welcome to GLASSHouse.
Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. Spitting all about the games we play every day. At the same time, ball up on your fools on 2K. Dead or alive, I don't see the beat. Sick with the shot. You don't know if I'm LeBron or Master Chief. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. That's why I shine brighter than the sun with 4 halos. Making dark souls wanna run and go lay low. These games bring out the best of me. Against me, you already know. Failure is your destiny. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now.
If we ever did a movie on the GLASSHouse, I think J-Saw would be like the ghost, the spirit of GLASSHouse.
That's facts.
Like that's so good.
Wow.
I can't believe it, dude. Like, it's so well done. Like,
That is a fact.
It's got such a nice flow to it.
And see, and here's the beauty about the internet. I'm in North Carolina. Jay is in Nevada.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Jay once again. Shout out to the studio that he went to.
Thanks, Jay.
Yeah.
You made it easy, bro.
Yeah.
you
no
made
doubt.
it easy.
So good.
So I guess it's all down here from here now, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What
The
are you talking
energy's
about?
like way up here. And
you talking about? I was like, okay, thank you. Good night.
So good.
Man.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
job.
So we have actual topics to cover today. And so I think it would be weird if I read these off because one of them I guess has to do with me. So you got this one, Beep?
Sure. Let me get it. Hold up. Nice music, D-Ray.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right? Told you, man. I can't even think.
Because I was actually
Welcome to
concerned.
Goop. How you doing today?
Sup, Goob?
Now, what I did do, and unfortunately it's silent, but I'm actually going to add the music to U2's reaction because Jay asked me if I could record the reaction the first time they saw it. These two lost their effing marbles. It was hilarious. So,
Literally, Dizzy.
Really
Dizzy.
did.
Dizzy was like,
She went Tasmanian devil. All I saw was.
Yeah, no. I went full Zoidberg. That's where I get so excited. Like my hands start doing this because I'm like Zoidberg from like Futurama. He's like, whoop, 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 whoop. That's where I went full Zoidberg.
so I'm go ahead.
I just can't believe that like this whole thing came together the way it did. Like it was just so great.
It felt like
You know
an
what I mean?
internet birthday
That's the
party.
highlight
man.
of my week there.
That was awesome.
Welcome
Wow.
to the party, Goob.
The Goob, welcome. All right, bro. So here we go. We're talking about the evolution of a gamer. All right. So we're all going to be entitled to these things. So let's start with the first question. What was your first video game ever?
Street Fighter 2.
Super Scope on the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
I need a clarification. First video game we owned or the first video game we played?
Doesn't say. I'm assuming played would be the most
know what?
appropriate.
No, I think. Oh, what was it called?
Because if it's first video game I played, it would be Combat. No,
Mhm.
first video game I played would be Space Invaders in like 79, 1980 or something at a Pizza Hut where I live.
Combat was the game.
And Combat for Atari 2600 was the first game I actually
Mhm.
owned.
You're right.
Oh, does Reader Rabbit count?
What is Reader Rabbit?
Yeah, what's that?
That's like, okay, so Reader Rabbit started, like, it's still around. It teaches kids to read, but it was like old.
Wait. If it's an educational game, no, that does not
it doesn't count.
Next.
Oh, damn.
So
No fun around
if
here.
that doesn't
Wait a
count,
minute,
it
can't
was
do that.
actually Hyperzone because I played Hyperzone before I played the Super Scope.
Okay,
So
Hyperzone.
No,
Hyperzone on the Super Nintendo.
Now look, don't crap on people when Oregon Trail was their first game ever. Don't do that.
Well, hey, listen. Here's my theory. Okay, if your first video game was an educational game that your mama made you play because you didn't get good report card grades, that's not a real video game, bruh. That is not. It's not.
I could read before I went to school because of that game.
And that's great. That's fantastic. but what we're not gonna do.
Tell me I had shit grades. Reading is like the only thing I was good at. Right?
See, this is the J Saw effect right here. Dizzy done chose
Oh,
violence,
wound up.
and we only
Yeah,
15
he
minutes
said,
in.
hey, wait a minute now. Hey man, you know,
She done chose violence.
you know
She
what
said what
that
you
sounded
not
like
gonna
to me?
do.
You know what that sounded like that to me? It sounded like, and I heard that, and I took that shit personally.
Hey.
Well, you know, it's all about me, right? Like,
Oh boy,
So
that is hilarious.
yeah, I mean, like, you know, real like full-fledged the video games that have no like, oh, you should do this because it helps you do this. Nah, we want like a real game, a fun, like that's the only requirement is that you're having fun type of game.
Right.
yeah,
Gotcha.
so probably Hyperzone.
Yeah. Somebody just said, facts. Oregon Trail was low key fire. I mean, come
Uncommon.
on. At the time, it was.
Uncommon Vision said his first game was NBA Jam on the Sega Genesis. Jsaw said it was Pitfall. What was Pitfall?
You don't remember Pitfall?
Pitfall was on the Atari 2600.
I think that was before my time.
That is the
yeah. So like because
Yeah.
my first console was the Super Nintendo. I remember very specifically. We got it for Christmas, and Mom convinced us that Santa had got to play it before we did. Because when we loaded it up, there were saved games already.
Hilarious.
That is
Santa's
funny.
name is my dad.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Dad said, "Let me test this
But
out."
that's
with
why
you."
let me test it, make sure it
Say
works.
that. Say that was Santa. Am I beating Santa's high score? Is that what?
Yeah. So like Super Nintendo was my first console. So like it sounds like some of you like had like Atari and Sega instead.
Right.
We
So
started on different paths down the same road.
my brother played video games before I did. He played on the regular like Nintendo. I didn't start until the Super Nintendo. I just watched. Like he played all kinds of games on that Nintendo, and I just watched, and I was like, "Yeah, it looks kind of cool," but I'm a draw because I like drawing back then, and so like that was my thing. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute.
No doubt.
Come on, International Ho, for real?
I saw, whoa, bruh.
I'm gonna have that T-shirt made and wear it to Christmas. Like,
The Goop said the old people had Ataris. Man,
Yeah.
whatever, man. I don't
Come
even
at
know
you,
you
man.
yet. Right
Yeah.
well, I think I'm older than Goob.
Man, he right now.
He's
He ain't lying.
He-
He ain't
I
lying.
was about to get mad, and I was like, he's not lying.
he's one of my friends there with International Ho.
Right. Because I
I don't
think
know if I
Disney-
ever told the
I'm the
story
oldest.
about why I actually started playing video games.
Okay, speak on
Can I
it.
tell this story out of this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I played Street Fighter 2, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like clicking buttons, and like my brother beat me, and I took that shit personally. I do not like losing under
At
any
all.
circumstance that
At
ever
all.
existed in
At
the
all.
history of
At
life.
all. At
It's
all.
not gonna happen. So while he was out playing basketball with my cousin and out enjoying his little summer recess, I was playing the game. I was learning how to do that fireball. I was learning that sonic boom. I was learning that flash kick. And when he came back, yeah,
Hey,
yeah, that he stood no chance. And then from there, I was like, oh, I like beating people. I like that. I'm gonna keep doing that. And that's how it happened.
That's funny.
And then when they told me I could beat people online, my Dead or Alive 4 happened. And then,
the rest is history.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
All right.
so like we had like so I started like with the Super Nintendo, right? Just because it happened to be there. But I got out of gaming. I was never really into gaming until I met Sam. And I'm like, oh, here's this dude I really want to impress, right? And he loved Halo on the original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So when I used to go to the barracks to see him, I would play Halo with him. And that's just something all of a sudden I started kicking off. So like I left the world of video gaming after the N64. And even for the N64, I only played a handful of games. But then right around when I was like 18, I got back into it.
What was your game of choice when you turned 18?
I turned 18. Well, Halo, because I was trying to impress a boy.
Okay.
All right, it works.
And apparently, Dizzy got skills. And we just going to leave it right there.
All right.
If that ain't vague enough, we're gonna leave that be.
We'll leave it right there.
So we'll go ahead to the second question. And the first video game for me, because I'm the old head of everybody in here, was friggin' Pong. That's what's crazy. I've been around.
Yeah. But see, I played Pong in elementary school.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if you've ever watched tennis, like ever,
Mhm.
tennis is basically Pong with different shots. Like, it's the same concept. So if you're really like a fan of tennis and you just never played video games, you could probably play Pong and enjoy it.
Somebody said Pong. Damn.
Damn.
But I am youthful. Anyway, second question. What game made you a serious gamer? Your obsession. I already know mine. I'm gonna go before you guys because I already know mine. World of Warcraft. I played other games. I never was addicted until I played that game. That game literally is a game you clock in and clock out like
you lose.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
So that was my first true.
Right to the veins.
To the vein.
Like
go to sleep.
Same here. That's how I met you two.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about you, Glass?
Final Fantasy 11. It was before I played WoW. I played Final Fantasy 11 from 2002 until like 2015, 2016. Right. And I mean, like, when I say I played it, I mean, like, I played it from like 7 in the morning until like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning, and then got up and did it again and again and again. And that happened for like 8 of those 13 years where I played that consistently. Like, I could honestly say I was probably addicted to that game. Like, I probably had a problem.
Oh, bro.
Us recovering World of Warcraft addicts understand.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, the girl that I was talking to at the time, she was playing the game before me. I got into the game because a buddy of mine was playing the game. And then I met her. And so at that point, what else am I going to do? She's playing the game. I'm trying to holler at her. I'm going to play the damn game. So that's what I did. Right. And I got so good at it that I was like the big dog. And she was following me around like, what are we going to do today? And I'm like, shit. I don't
know. So we're just going to say Glass got skills too. Moving on.
Yeah.
What about you, D-Ray? What was your addictive game?
See, here's the thing. The first game that I think I was really like, okay, this actually might be a problem for me. And it is the singular reason why I had to drop out of college the second time. Was Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Yeah.
That's the first one with Liberty City.
Okay.
That's the one when he's in Liberty City. And it was the first time that I played a game that I felt like I can immerse myself in. Right. And so I would stay up to, all hours of the night and forget I had to go to class. So, you know how that went. Then after that, then I would say Final Fantasy 7, definitely. But yeah, just like you guys, World of Warcraft, it was one of those things that it became a way of life for me. Like literally.
Exactly. Like it sucked in. Like it became like, that's World of Warcraft is what you do. Like that's what you do.
I literally took my laptop to work with me. I was a manager at a hat store and we didn't have internet in the mall at the time. I would take my whatever the wireless thing that I had, go to work on Sundays and play WoW while I'm actually supposed to work.
That's tough.
Yeah, man. For real.
Uncommon says his was NBA 2K10. That's when they introduced crew mode, which is called Pro-Am now. And the rest is history. Freak said his addiction was Battlefield 2. Battlefield 2 was interesting. 2K10, I played a little bit of 2K10, but I didn't play online like at all. So it was just messing around in like the my career mode. I didn't start playing online in 2K until I want to say like 14 or 15. And then I was just messing around. I didn't get serious with it until like 19. And then I started streaming it at 20.
Fair enough.
I didn't have time. I was playing Final Fantasy 11, chasing a girl. You know how it is.
But that was the thing. Go ahead. Oh.
No, go ahead.
That was the thing with World of Warcraft. You literally put everything else on hold to play it That was literally a crack fiend.
Yeah, like you'd be like, I can't.
Like-
It's raid night for the first raid team,
Exactly.
or I'm sorry, I haven't done my dailies yet, and I'm grinding towards this thing that I need to do dailies for, or I need money and I've got to go check out my auction, so I'll help you later. Like,
You're right.
Or my guild needs me.
Mhm.
They can't make it without me. Lord, I feel so bad. I need to go. Oh, I can't. I'm broke. I can't go on a vacation. Ha! I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a cruise and I'm gonna leave from Booty Bay and I'm gonna go down there and get drunk before I get on the ship. So,
oh man, Freak, that's a good one. Rust almost dragged me back into that like sort of World of Warcraft level. I remember the first time Freak was like, no, try Rust. Just try Rust. Some of us are playing it. It's kind of fun. I'm like, okay. So it was like 7:00 at night. I loaded up Rust. Next thing you know, I look at my clock. It's 6 a.m. and I'm like, okay, I have to call into
Damn.
work now. Like,
yep.
it's a rabbit hole game.
It really is too, because I tried it and it's so rough though. Like they don't let you survive. If another player sees you in Rust, their immediate instinct is to kill you.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no, hi, let's be friends. No.
Freak killed me.
Oh, that's messed up.
Freak killed me because he wanted to collect my skull.
Oh, damn.
Well, are we sure that the Netflix
Well, that-
documentary
well, that-
isn't about him?
That's a conversation starter right there.
No doubt.
No, he was collecting all of our skulls. So one day I'm walking around with him. Next thing you know, I've got an arrow in my forehead. Like,
Wow.
but no, see, the problem with Rust, I feel is like it's so incremental, right? Like it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna do this, and then no, I'm just gonna do this, and next thing you know, it's been 12 hours, and you're like, oh shit, I should turn this off.
Hey,
And then you're
but-
always
but
signing
before-
back in because when you're gone and offline, people can still attack and steal your shit and kill you
Yeah.
while you're offline because you just go to sleep wherever you log off.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you
Wow.
couldn't actually sleep in your house because your house can get busted, broken
raided?
into, you killed, took in all your stuff. You wake up and you're not there no more. You have to
Damn.
like go find a safe zone
Wait.
just to sleep in.
Freak said he made a shrine for people to offer skulls to. What the hell?
Yeah. You don't play games with Freak. You play games against Freak. I always tell people when they start playing, I'm like, you do not play with him. You play against him.
I played Final
Hey,
Fantasy 14 Uncommon.
Yeah. Real quick though, before we move on, do you guys miss Christmas in WoW?
Oh,
The
wow.
Christmas-
Yeah, low
season.
key,
You
that
know
was really
what?
cool to see.
I miss Halloween and WoW.
Facts.
In the,
Hey,
in
now.
the underworld. Yeah.
There is something that we got to talk about here on this podcast because
Oh,
something
Lord.
is
Feel it
happening.
coming.
Something is happening in World of Warcraft that we may have an attention to, and I know personally, my favorite expansion was Wrath of the Lich King, and that sucker's
Yeah.
coming around again in
Yep.
World of Warcraft Classic.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
It's gonna take us back to like the pinnacle of WoW because that's where it peaked. Was that Wrath of
ICC
the Lich
was so
King.
much fun.
Yeah.
dog, I love.
And I'm like,
Wow.
maybe, just
Right
maybe
in
if
there.
I go back, I will finally get more than Spyglass.
Ah,
It'll be actually really good gear at that point.
we can be
Right.
a GLASSHouse guild.
I never got to use
We
my
can
more than
totally do that.
Spyglass. I
How
got
many
it
people?
macro.
How many people out there? If we actually made a run on World of Warcraft Classic, how many of y'all would run with us? If you guys want to run with us on that, we may, consider, you know what I'm saying? A little bit, you know what I'm saying? We can do that.
And we had to we would definitely say we are all starting new tunes,
Oh,
starting
absolutely.
all
Oh, yeah.
the way over.
I can still be a warlock, right?
Of
Yeah.
I'm
course.
supposed to be a priest. I did have fun as a priest, but I feel like if I wasn't pulling threat off of Vic, who would?
I was so mad. Okay, listen, y'all. I played World of Warcraft at a time where I had to convert a controller to the World of Warcraft button layout, which is hard to do. Okay. So
Yeah,
not
you played
only
on
was I
controller.
doing that, right? But I told her in advance, I said, hey, look, go a little easy because like it's a little difficult because I'm kind of new at this. I don't really tank. That's not my thing.
Okay,
I'm normally
I
a
take-
BTS. And she goes, "Oh yeah, no problem." Blah, 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 blah. She has everything. I'm sitting there chasing her around. Hey, wait, no, give me, hey, talk, give me some. Hey, wait a minute. It's not happening.
I'll be the fat mage in the back throwing fireballs at everybody, hoping that nobody comes.
Sheep them, just sheep them.
I'm sheeping them and I'm freezing them.
But you know what? Like when I finally, because I shut down our Ventrilo not too long ago, like a year ago. I shut down Ventrilo finally. And when I shut it down, the password was still Tanak.
Yeah.
She knew her role and played it well.
What's up, Mike?
McKenzie, what's good, bro? How you doing?
What's going on?
No, Mike.
We're just talking about like our first video game crack that we were addicted to.
Hey, D-Ray, we're at the halfway point, brother.
We're at the halfway point.
Let's do this thing,
Last
man.
artist of the week.
All right, so the blast artist of the week is my good friend Latita Martin with Dance.
Feels like a sugar rush flowing through my veins. Feels like I'm about to bust. It's driving me insane. Think I got a crush. I got it true. What's a girl to do? Oh, I am elated, fully persuaded. I wouldn't trade them. Done so much for me. There's so much more. Feels like I'm going crazy. When I think about it, makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Dance. Get your hands up. It makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Dance. Get your hands up. Dance. Get your hands up. Get loose. Get high. Dance. Get your hands up. Get loose. It makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Get loose. Get high. Dance. Get your hands up. Get loose. That's right. This track is feeling HOT. It's got me saying OMG. I'm falling in LOVE. Incredible. Hypnotic when I call it. Yes, it's me. No operator. I'm busy. No standing in LINE. That's what I call prioritizing. I am elated, fully persuaded. I wouldn't trade them. Done so much for me. There's so much more. I'm going crazy. When I think about it, makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Dance. Get your hands up. It makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Dance. Get your hands up. It makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Get high. Get your hands up. It makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Get high. Get your hands up. Sometimes I feel like all my dreams are falling. Then I call on you. You turn it around. Sometimes I feel my world's always imploding. I found joy in you, and in you I drown. I found joy in you. I found the drown. Peace of mind in you. So much more in you. When I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Get loose. Get your hands up. It makes me wanna dance. Get your hands up. Get loose. Get your hands up. No, you make me wanna dance. 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 You make me wanna dance.
And that was Latita Martin with Dance. And if
I want to
you
get my hands
are,
up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
I'm gonna have to go to Blast's website and like that song.
For real. So if you are an independent artist, stand-up comedian, or content creator, and you want to get your art out there to the people, go to www.blastmusic247.com. Fill out a free profile and let's get busy. Let's get to work. Blastmusic247.com. And what's the ending, Mr. Glass?
Changing the industry one artist at a time.
See, he got the pause and the quarter rest and everything in there. I like it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Since
my
that
point
one
today,
time,
baby.
he's only gotten it wrong one time, but now I'm waiting every time.
You want to know a secret to that one time that I messed up? I actually had a low-grade fever, but I came on the show and didn't do anyway. See,
Well, so you
but
can't
know
even
what?
say that.
I
because,
don't make excuses. I don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? I just do the job.
There we go.
All right, so
so
we got a question earlier during the break. There it is right there on the screen. It says,
What's going on?
speaking of MMORPGs, if y'all don't mind me asking, what do y'all think about the MMO landscape today? From WoW, RuneScape, Final Fantasy 14, New World, WoW Classic, and Lost Ark. So I have played every single one of those that you mentioned. So I am particularly qualified to answer this.
Well, let me
Okay.
just mute then.
New
What's
World.
going on?
New World is
I
dope.
think I messed up my makeup, guys. Sorry.
Oh,
This is
Let
a
me-
second. I look like someone clocked me.
yeah.
I was gonna say-
I'm
Yeah.
listening.
Let me find out if Hole did something.
It's like, wait a minute. Do we need to get our passports?
Give you
Okay,
an
so-
international ass whooping.
Okay,
we, put,
so-
we put that on a t-shirt for real.
Okay, so the new MMOs that are on the block, which would be New World and Lost Ark, those are the newest releases, like big releases. Those are good MMOs. The problem with them, however, is they don't quite understand that, in my opinion, the Holy Trinity is very important when it comes to MMOs and the way that they're played, the gameplay. Like the Elder Scrolls Online, no Holy Trinity. Guild Wars 2, no Holy Trinity. If you want to know what the Holy Trinity is, it is tank, damage dealer, healer. That is the
Mhm.
Holy Trinity. That is what, in my estimation, makes an MMO great, is that balance of the classes. So that way each person has their role. And what people don't understand is that when a person has a role, has a job to do, they actually embrace that so wholeheartedly that it makes them invest themselves into their character. When a character can do everything like the characters in New World and in Lost Ark, and you don't necessarily need to have a specific role that you play, then everybody is all over the place and it doesn't
Mhm.
centralize.
There's no
It's kind
structure.
of almost like a disconnect between you and your character.
Like there's like no structure. Like I played a little bit of New World, and it was okay, but it didn't keep my attention the way World of Warcraft did, or the way even Destiny, the first Destiny did. And Destiny 2 for a long time kept my attention because, like, you know, you had like your sneaky deeps, which were the hunters, like the little squishmallows, and then you've got the warlocks, which were the best, and then you had the crayon eating titans.
Whoa.
The disrespect.
Ain't no way she just said that.
In
Wait
every
a
way.
minute, y'all. Say that after the show. Keep going.
But yeah, so like, but like everyone had their job, thing that they could do that the other classes couldn't, something that they were dependent on to do.
Mhm.
Like, and with New World, like you weren't dependent on to do anything. Like, someone else will pick up the slack because everyone can do anything.
Yep. And that is why the Holy Trinity is so important. Is that it makes you invest yourself into your role,
Mhm.
so that way your team can win. And everybody likes winning. So that's kind of how it is.
Yeah, like when you're a tank, like you study and you practice and you figure out how to pull the threat and hold it. And when you're, DPS, you're constantly you're looking up like, oh, what macro can I make? What spell rotation or action rotation should I do so that I could be the very best? What stats should I pop? So like I can burn this thing down because they are depending on me to burn this down. And then you've got the healers who are just like, what is the best way that I keep everyone alive?
Mm-hmm.
And who can I yell at because they're not doing what they're supposed to? It's like everyone is dependent on, so everyone feels important and they feel valued. And it's just like in New World, it's just like if I don't show up, it's not gonna make a difference.
Yes. And you know what's crazy about, like, I think WoW had this too, but I don't remember. But I know there's a game that I played called Rift.
I remember that one.
They had a mechanic for tanks where you had to have 2 tanks because there was shared stacks on monsters, and if one tank built up too many of these stacks, they would like get one shot, and so the other tank had to memorize 1, 2, 3, 4 taunt, and if you didn't, everybody was gonna die. If you taunted too early, then you don't have enough stacks built up, and then the tank takes damage over time because he has 0 stacks.
Oh.
If you taunt too late, then you're gonna get one-shotted. So it was very finicky, but it required you to study, like Dizzy was just saying, and understand your role. And that's
you learn your craft.
Yes.
I have not played all of those games, but I do think that with WoW Classic, one of the things is that people are figuring out is less is more. You know what I mean? That there may be games that are actually too big, 2 expansions that, that are just, it's too much. And with WoW Classic, a lot of the relationships that we got into was because of that world, and because of, you couldn't just, at that time, you couldn't just buy your way into a higher level. WoW, now you got people spending thousands of dollars
leveling boosts,
exactly, for dragons that fly all over the place or whatever. And
I remember for my first dragon, I had to grind the fuck out of Pandoria.
Look, I had to grind for my first horse, and it was slow. So,
oh yeah, talking to a warlock, that mission chain to get your first warlock horse was not fun.
Right. I thought I was doing something when Death Knights came out. Oh, they came with a horse? Oh, great. So.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I remember being a rep paladin when DKs came out, and I remember looking at them and like, so you're telling me this thing can tank and do damage?
Right.
Why am I a paladin? What? Why would? What? Can I switch? Damn.
Uncommon Vision said, yeah, I love Lost Ark for the small amount of time I played it. Unfortunately, my PC died on me when I was playing it with my friend.
Ooh.
Fast forward it 3 months. She's level 55. I'm still level 10.
Dang.
That is the story of my life.
F5, my dude.
If you don't stay with the rush, you're not gonna make it. That's one of the things about MMOs.
Yeah.
But in Lost Ark, you can catch up. It's not really like I leveled from 1 to 50 in like a day and a half.
You're Mr. Glass. You're magical.
True.
How
long would it take me to get to level 55?
Hold on.
How long ago did the game launch?
That was no
What's
shade
up,
at all.
Koala, what's good?
Hey, Freaking Night says substance over size is where a lot of games go wrong these days.
Oh, I love Lord of the Rings Online, dude. That was actually one that I could not convince my friend group who was at that time playing Final Fantasy 11 to switch to. I wanted to switch from Final Fantasy 11 to that. I loved it so much. Freaking loved that game, dude. I was
I never played that one.
I don't think I did either.
Y'all should. It was fun.
I think we have 2 more questions for you guys, Mr. Glass.
All right.
Let's get it.
Number 3. What game is grossly overrated to you that others love?
I'm gonna love this.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna let y'all go first because I'm gonna answer this.
Fortnite!
Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah.
I can digest that also.
You know
I
Alright,
feel like
Mr. Glass.
Fortnite is where the battle royale cancer started. Like that's where it really picked up. Like I know PUBG was there, but I feel like Fortnite is just where it kind of like took off. Oh my God, is he gonna start praying?
Here we go.
Oh.
Not to the Fortnite god.
Alright. Please help Dizzy to
I feel like
understand.
you'd have to pray in the other direction for the Fortnite god.
Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do
All right.
it.
So listen, Fortnite. I'm gonna make a case for Fortnite not being overrated. Fortnite is not overrated because they've added a no build mode for people who don't like to see kids cranking 90s on them as soon as they get like. I used to play Fortnite before they added this no build mode, right? And you would shoot somebody, and they would instantly be like 500 feet in the air with a mansion and a side house and a window and all of that. And you'd be looking like, bro, you took 5 damage. Are you like you gonna run that far away for 5 damage? But they put a no build mode in, and that has drastically changed the way the game is played. I think it's way more fun than the original Fortnite. And if you don't like Fortnite, the building mode, strongly suggest you try no build.
See, like I don't like battle royales because I feel like Fortnite and PUBG ultimately led to what's that stupid one that took all the attention away from Titanfall?
I have a very.
What's the Titanfall universe battle royale?
Is there a cat in the background meowing?
Yeah, it's behind
but-
Troy.
Bro, Drake is in the building, bro.
Besides that,
Actually,
Troy is making those noises.
actually, this is Otto.
You got a new cat.
No, I've always had two, Drake and Otto.
Are you talking about Apex Legends?
Yeah, that one. Because that's what's taking all the love and attention away from what should be going towards Titanfall. And I need my Titanfall 3.
My man Uncommon said, I'm sorry, I just can't. Fortnite is just PUBG cartoon network.
Network.
Facts.
Oh
Whoa.
my goodness.
Facts. I agree with that.
Whoa.
I tell you
Uncommon,
what,
you can come back anytime.
I played PUBG, and I'm telling you right now, that's the hardest game I ever played, bro. Like, if you played PUBG against people who really knew how to play PUBG, and you were a noob,
Yeah,
you was gonna die.
that was free points.
Yeah, we was free chips for them, as they say.
Speaking of hard games, the hardest game that was hard to me, Dead Souls 3.
Dark
You
Souls?
don't Dark Souls? Or
Yeah.
Dead Souls? Yeah,
Dark Souls.
either which way,
Dark Souls.
death and dying in darkness, that all is encompassing. I'm telling you.
Didn't Gabe help you a lot in that game? I remember Gabe helping you a lot in that game.
He was charity work for me big
Yeah,
time. He was like,
I'm telling you right now, Gabe was instrumental in me finishing Dark Souls 3 as well. Because that was hard. That was a hard game, bro.
if you don't like to die, do not play Dark Souls.
But wait a minute. So I never played that, but in PUBG, I play PUBG mainly on iOS on my iPad.
It's a lot
and
different in the
I
Xbox.
I was addicted to it on my iPad. Right.
I think
Like,
that's after
literally-
it ironed out a lot of the kinks. Like it was on PC a lot sooner than it was on iOS and Xbox. Like in the consoles,
Mm.
like the PC, like they had that beta.
Mhm.
So many wrinkles. Like I
But see,
dabbled in that as well, but I mean, I could not get into it.
But here's the thing, though. I was addicted to it, and then I started spending money, and I guess because there were so many people that were, trying to pirate or trying to use cheats or whatever, that they went in and they just started wiping people's accounts and making people start over. And and I got kind of aggravated with that, so I stopped playing it. So,
That's tough.
but
Kara K, you were right. The new Harry Potter game was coming out soon.
Yep, Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, so
I'm curious about that though.
my game that I think a lot of people really love, that I find like really dumb, Fall Guys. I do not like Fall Guys at all. I think it's the dumbest game I have ever seen in the history of my life.
It's so fun though. It's so stupid.
Those are some harsh words, Glass.
Oh my god.
Listen. In Fall Guys, you race other players to get like a trophy, and it's like the obstacles that they put you on are so dumb. Like, bro, the final round is often you're on a bunch of sinking squares, and if you stay on the square for too long, it literally makes you fall out of the sky and die.
Well, see, listen, I feel like
Apparently.
there's different experience. Sorry, I'll let you go.
Should I tell them
No,
my
I was
word?
just
Go for it.
I was just gonna say, apparently, International Ho has chosen violence as well.
Tell me you're
Go
bad
right
at Fall
ahead.
Guys without telling me. Hey, I won like 2 or 3 games of Fall Guys. I'll have you know, sir.
I've never won, but I feel like Fall Guys, like for me, it's about like the fun of having playing it. So like, I don't play Fall Guys solo, right? Like when I play Fall Guys, I sit down with like a bunch of the guys in the Discord, and to be honest, we have more fun yelling and screaming at each other about this game and what we're doing than actually playing it. Like to me, that's why I love Fall Guys, not because of the game, but because all of this trash talk and screaming that we're doing in Discord.
Amaze-tastic. That's a fantastic word. All right. So
Amazing. That is a cool.
what's the next question? Because I think we all answered. No. D-Ray didn't say what his overrated game was, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with Fortnite, but I will amend
Yeah.
my answer and say PUBG.
Overrated? Really?
Yeah.
You should try it
For
on
me,
Xbox.
the one on Xbox is almost unplayable. I hate it.
Oh, it's so hard, right?
Fact.
Yeah. See, this is what I was trying to tell you. I played it on Xbox and I went, you supposed to be good at this? How did this dude just snipe me with a regular pistol from like 500 feet away? Like, it's bullet drop on this game, and he used a pistol? Nah.
Uncommon Vision says, Glass, I promise you
I can show you a game that trumps Fall Guys as the dumbest game ever.
Right.
You gotta tell me something. I recently beat leukemia. I'm cancer free.
Congratulations.
That is the biggest W.
Congratulations. That is awesome.
That is awesome stuff.
Very
Right
Pat,
nice.
can we give it up for her?
there. No
Come
doubt.
on now.
Give some love.
All right, so what's the next question?
All right, next one. What do you predict to be the next big thing in gaming industry?
I would
Not
love
that
to
KFC
say
console, that's for sure.
Dizzy.
and you know,
It
just
was
like
dead. Leave it alone.
Just what you did right there, that one went up in smoke.
All right, but seriously, next big thing in gaming. That's a toughie.
I can tell you what it's not going to be. I'm not 100% sure I know what it's going to be, but I can tell you what it's not going to be. And a lot of these companies like Meta and Sony and all of these people keep pushing VR. I promise. Look into my eyes when I say this. I promise you, VR is not the next wave.
No,
It will
it's
never
fun, but it's
be
not the next
the
one.
That
next
is
wave.
surprising. That is surprising.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because people who play video games don't want to move around while they're playing said video game.
Right.
We want to be able to chill, like either sit on the couch, get a little
Oh.
gaming chair. In my case,
I'm not
I'm
gonna
laying on
lie.
the bed
Like-
right here, and we want to relax.
I love me a good game of Beat Saber.
But see, here's the thing: you love it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Right? How many more hours in Phasmophobia have you played versus Beat Saber?
Let me pull up my Steam.
Now you
Shy.
understand where I'm going with this. You'll play VR. Hell, I might play VR.
I've
It ain't
got-
gonna replace my Xbox. I'll
I've
tell you
got
that.
385 and a half hours in Phasmophobia. And like I said, today I think I hit like level 1076.
Wow.
Oh, you're talking about Freak is talking about Neuralink, right?
Oh,
The Neuralink thing. Dude, if they make if they make that a thing, that's gonna beat the crap out of VR, dude. The McDonald's console.
That's gonna go right next to the KFC console.
I don't know if I could have some McDonald's fries and nuggets while I game. We're like a whole other story.
Look, if they had came out with the McDonald's console and a portable toilet, none of us would have got off WoW. We'd have just stayed there.
Let's not explore that alternate reality.
That's where the term bio break came into existence.
Yeah.
Wolverine is in Deadpool 3.
Yes, sir.
Yep, they announced
that just
it.
announced today.
And
who's
Jack
playing
Human.
Wolverine?
Jack.
He's playing. Oh, we won! We won! Nerds unite! We win!
Ryan got him. Yeah, Ryan got him.
That is
He was like, hey man, come on. Hey, come on. Don't tell me you ain't never. Hey, come on.
All right, see, now we broke him.
Oh, this has been
I love this show so much.
This has been a dope night for real.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
Do we have another question, or was that the last one?
That was the last one.
Okay, so listen. There's a couple things that I want to say. One thing that I want to say is VR ain't it 100% uncommon, but the one thing I want to say real quick is one of the things about video games that I think people don't realize, and it's something that I mentioned to these guys about this show for us, is that it's a thing that you can do with your friends at this point. Mm-hmm. And what I think a lot of people don't understand is that the reason that like Call of Duty is like the biggest game in the world right now is because you get a lobby full of your friends and you start doing stupid stuff and enjoying each other's company and goofing out and laughing at your one buddy that goes 0-15 while you're out there carrying with a 63 kill match, you know, that kind of thing. That is what makes that stuff fun, is it's with your people.
Yep.
You see, what I'm starting to realize is like I can play single player games. Right now I'm doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake for my YouTube channel. And that's fun. I enjoy it. But what I enjoy more, even if I'm losing, is getting on my Xbox with my boys and playing some 2K.
Mm-hmm. Well, me and like Phasmophobia it's not a great game. Like, it's very clunky. The graphics are bad. You're playing the same levels over and over and over. And it's still got its glitches, especially after today's huge update. There we were finding things we were having a hard time with. And we didn't win a single game today. But me and Freak and one of our other buddies, Nikath, we were having a blast losing. Like, it was awesome. So that's what it's about, is multiplayer and just like friends.
I agree. Between the times of doing multiplayer with Destiny 2 or Division 2, you talk about the best laughs.
Oh man,
they can't be replaced, man, ever.
Remember Division 1 when me, you, and Charger would play that, and it would just be to where your cheeks was hurting afterwards because you couldn't, you know what I mean?
Stop laughing.
Like they are now?
Bro, yeah, bro. Like, we used to play that game and just enjoy the laughs and the BS, running around the city, getting our loot. You know, remember the one time that you dropped something or somebody dropped something and Charger came in and he was like,
oh,
like
yeah. He's like, give me that.
Bro, he actually made the noise. He didn't just do it in the game. He's like,
I make the noises.
That's why I want to get Charger on here, man.
We got to one time, bro. Like,
I love what Freak just said. Gaming is way more social than the normies realize, and that
I
is
totally
so
agree with that. I totally agree with that, man. Like, you just have to, have like a friend group, though. Yeah. Like, I can't imagine what it would be like to be my old, like, 14-year-old self before I really got into like the online gaming community, trying to get on for the first time. And like, I could understand why people think, oh, video games aren't that fun, because if you don't know people and you don't have a group, it's really not like,
it's a whole different experience. Like, it's
you can play single player until you're blue in the face, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, thank you, Koala.
I appreciate that, Koala.
Thank you, Koala. You didn't come back when we're not on script.
He Yeah, we're surprisingly on task today.
Yeah, just,
You know what it is? Lena had a plan for us, and we bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean?
AP had a plan, so you know.
She came through.
But like, it's just a whole different world. Like, so like,
This lady was
I-
scared.
Hey, Miss Lady.
I encourage anyone who
Right.
isn't already part of one, go find a gaming clan or
Right.
just a group of people. Like, there's sites out
Oh, I
there where
know
you can
one. I know
find one, and like, I think I found mine. Where was I recruited? I think it was like on Reddit. I found a link. And you know, I just put a thing out there. I'm looking for this is what I'm looking for. And my first podcast, y'all. But he hears the nightmare stories because he's usually in the voice chat that I immediately hop into after I get out of our little after party.
Oh, just you wait, Goo.
He hears the
Just
story.
you
I'm
wait.
right next week. You might find it different.
Right.
Yeah. But like, oh man, you find yourself some people, like find yourself a clan of people, and man, video gaming gets so much more fun.
I got her off a table in World of Warcraft.
He picked me
and
up at a
I'm not
bar.
joking.
He picked me up at a bar, Dalaran, Legoran.
I'm not joking.
Over there doing Coyote Ugly on the table.
Yeah, I think I was like on the table, or I was like jumping from table to table. That's what I used to do. Is I would go into the Filthy Animal Inn. Yeah, that's what it's called. This inn where I used to hang out, and that's where I had my Hearthstone set to. And I would jump from table to table, all around the thing, just killing time, watching the chat, looking for people who are picking up randos for raids and dungeons and that.
Right.
And that's where they found me, and they haven't shook me.
Sure, of course you can vent. That's what this is for. This is for you.
We
to
are all
de-stress.
friends here.
This is literally what this podcast is all about. For those of you who are here for the first time, this is what we do to decompress. Like, this is what we do after a long week has beaten us down.
Mhm.
We come together and laugh for a solid hour and some change. That's what we do.
So at a bar, damn, Glass does have skills.
I got skills, baby.
Yeah, no,
You
if you're playing World of Warcraft Classic and you get that Lich King expansion, I highly suggest you visit the Filthy Animal Inn because that's where history was made.
Wow, the way that was said.
You know what I mean? For real. It's like, is there any footage? Oh,
You know, roll that bean.
roll that beautiful beam footage.
That's
All right,
hilarious.
Mr. Glass.
I love video games because it's my family. I have nobody else. I have no voice. Literally, I'm mute because of my autism. I mean, that's a very powerful message to people who don't understand gaming. And like, if you're a person who ever listens to this podcast, whether it's on Blast Radio or you're listening to it on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or whatever, this is what this is about. That right there, that comment right there is why all four of us on this panel are so passionate about gaming and Avengers stuff and comic books as a whole.
Facts.
And Star Trek and Star Wars and this and that, because it brings people together.
Facts.
Facts.
This is our safe space.
Big
Yeah, no
team.
doubt.
Switzerland, no doubt.
All right, so guys, we are overtime here. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna get these guys out of here because they got bedtimes. I'm gonna be up like 4 or 5 more hours, but they got bedtimes because they got work.
I feel like we just got called old.
No,
they
he
got
knows.
work and such.
He
y'all,
knows what's gonna happen. We're gonna go off air. He gonna play the new theme song. He gonna want us to put
Repeat.
it on
It's gonna be
repeat.
on repeat.
Oh, he's not the only one.
They're gonna be tired of the song by then.
Oh,
heard that
boy.
I'm gonna
so
learn
much.
the words.
Hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a round table like we always do before we get up out of here. D-Ray, kick us off. What you got to say to the people before you roll out?
This has been an awesome podcast. I am so happy to be here with you guys, and live your life, all gas, no brakes. Life is short. Live it to the fullest. I'm out.
V, talk to me.
Hey y'all make sure y'all send y'all positive thoughts, prayers, whatnot over here to people in Florida, aka your boy. I got people in Tampa. Definitely give them positive vibes that this storm just blows through quickly. And hey, I'll see y'all next week. That's a fact.
Disney, talk to me.
I'm gonna throw it out to chat today. I feel like chat was just awesome today. I saw new names. I love seeing new names. I saw everyone was having fun. We were interacting and talking.
Love you,
Koala,
chat.
I'm glad you stumbled across our podcast. You're welcome to drop by anytime. We have loved having you. And yeah, just chat. Keep coming. Keep enabling this behavior and enabling this podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Because this is what we want to do. And we want to do it for you.
Thanks, Uncommon.
All right, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys who came through tonight's podcast, man. It's a beautiful thing. I appreciate all of you. Everybody who's new to the podcast, man, we do this every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune back in because the interaction with the audience tonight, as Dizzy said, was phenomenal, and we appreciate you guys for that. All love, man. Don't break nothing. We're out. GG, my G's.
GG,
my G's.
And peace, and love, and all that good stuff. Holla.
Yo, this is Mr. Glass, and welcome to GLASSHouse.
Welcome to the glass house. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the glass house. He's the man now. Spitting all about the games we play every day. At the same time, ball up on your fools on 2K. Dead or alive, I don't see the beat. Sick with the shot. You don't know if I'm LeBron or Master Chief. Welcome to the glass house. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the glass house. He's the man now. That's why I shine brighter than the sun with 4 halos. Making dark souls wanna run and go lay low. These games bring out the best of me. Against me, you already know. Failure is your destiny. Welcome to the glass house. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to